Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Jihad Dib. As you know, I'm the member for Lakemba, and also we've got an election coming up next week, and I'm asking you for your support once again. I want to thank 5 News Australia for their assistance in producing this and for giving me the opportunity to say a few things. Now, being a member of parliament is a great privilege, and alhamdulillah, I've been able to stand up for our community every time that we've needed it. Over the years, you've seen the things that I've done. I've attended all of the functions that we need to. I've stood up, especially in parliament when there's been hate speech. I've been the first one to march when people have wanted to attack our communities or the communities that we represent. I've been a very strong voice in the parliament, and that's what we need. We need somebody who's not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, not afraid to be a voice for their community. We see too many people go into parliaments, and once they get into parliament, they actually forget the grassroots, they forget where they come from. And alhamdulillah, as you know, over the past 4 years, I haven't been that. I know that there's a lot more that we can do. The most important things that we can do is we've got a lot more to do around our community, and the commitment that we've made, especially the one that I'm proud of, is that we will be able to install a lift at Punchbowl Station. And that's important because we've had the need for this for such a long time, and whilst the government has kept saying no, even after the petitions, even after we've managed to have protests, even after we've done speeches in Parliament, they've said no, but a Labor government will do that. I've been a very strong advocate for our youth and our community, and you would have seen many times my taking students and being a mentor to them and celebrating them and acknowledging them, acknowledging the community leaders that we have and all of the work that they do, and working so hard to make our community better. You know, when we look at somebody who wants to put themselves up for an election, let's have a look at what their history is. My history is, was as an educator, as a community leader, and for the 4 years in Parliament, alhamdulillah, I have not let anybody down. I've been able to become a shadow minister in a very short period of time. A shadow minister for education, and more recently for multiculturalism as well. And that's so important because they're the things that are important to us. What's our priorities? Our priorities is to improve schools, to make sure that we have the biggest investment in schools so that it doesn't matter where you come from, what your faith is, whether you're wealthy or whether you're not, that you've got the chance for a good education, because I know the difference education can make. I know the importance of education for you and for your community. Health, why should we have such a long waiting list in health? Why is it that our hospitals at Bankstown and Canterbury have got long waiting lists? Why is it that our roads are congested? I'm telling you all of this, and of course other candidates will say we can do more. But I'll say this, every single day I've been fighting for our community, whether it's with the government, whether it's in the media, whether it's making sure that our voice is heard. Alhamdulillah, the voice that I have has made a change. Think about the different ways now people look at Lakemba. Think about the different ways when they visit Punchbowl and Challora and Wiley Park and Greenacre, all of these areas where we are. There's not been one occasion when I have gone missing in action. There's not been one occasion when I haven't stood with the community. There hasn't been one occasion where I haven't been proud to represent the community that I'm privileged to serve. One of the great things about being a member of parliament is the opportunity to work for your community. And over the past 4 years, I've been able to secure over $1 million for a range of community groups. Some of them, of course, are local, and some not. So disability groups, for example, sporting groups, religious groups, school groups, community groups, those who are helping the homeless, those who are helping our youth. We have a community building partnership grant, and alhamdulillah, everybody who's applied, I've been able to secure some funding for them, and I will encourage you that in the future to continue to apply for these funds because it's all about building our community. The other thing that I'm really, really proud of is, whilst everybody knows me as a person with a Lebanese Muslim background, I've been able to work with all of our communities. There are 135 different cultural groups in our community, different religions, different faiths, different colors. But the thing that I've been able to do is to bring everybody together, because true leadership is not about just representing one group or another, but representing everybody. And that's something that I've been really, really proud of. It's whether it's with the Pakistani community, whether it's a Lebanese community, whether it's a Chinese community. Of course, we are all Australian. And 135 different cultural groups, every single one of them is just as important as everyone else. So on the Saturday, I ask you, please, make sure that you vote 1 for Jihad Dib and also for the Labor Party on the upper house. And I want to especially thank the Pakistan Association of Australia, one of the very first groups to offer their support. From 4 years ago, one of the very first groups to constantly make contact with me, to constantly keep engaging with me. And Abbas Rana, as the president, has been not only a very good friend, but also a very good person to have in the community leadership. We have got so many community leaders here. let's not lose our voice. Alhamdulillah, we have a strong voice in Parliament. I ask you to support me once again. I want to thank the Pakistan Association. I want to thank 5 News. And I also want to thank Abbas Rana for the genuine, sincere friendship. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. We are here with Brother Jihad Dib. I just want to request all the Pakistani community, Jihad Dib is a true leader and our local hero. Please come on next Saturday and support Brother Jihad Dib, and we want to make him win, and he is our true leader. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.